Today, we delve into the repercussions of ignoring this wisdom and choosing to confront deceit head-on. Prepare yourselves for a narrative that traverses emotions and experiences, a story that I feel compelled to share as both a form of personal catharsis and a cautionary tale for those who may find themselves in a similar situation. My apologies in advance for the length of this narrative, but I implore you to stay with me as I recount the events that led me to a painful realization. Recently, I made the difficult decision to end my relationship with my girlfriend. Our journey began in the digital realm, where we first connected as high schoolers, separated by geography but united by shared interests. From the heartland of the Midwest to the bustling East Coast, our bond flourished, transitioning from friendship to romance in the summer of 2020. By December of that same year, we had taken the monumental step of cohabitation, blending our lives together in a shared space. She wasn't merely my partner, she was the cornerstone of my life, my confidant, my unwavering support in a world fraught with uncertainty. Together, we forged a bond built on trust, mutual respect, and unwavering devotion, a sanctuary of love amidst the tumult of existence. Throughout our journey, we traversed life's trials and triumphs hand in hand, navigating the labyrinth of existence with grace and resilience. Our relationship was not merely a romantic entanglement, but a sanctuary, a refuge from the storms that raged beyond its boundaries. It was a haven of tranquility, where toxic patterns of past relationships found no purchase, and where open communication and mutual understanding reigned supreme. In her, I found not only a lover but a kindred spirit, a soulmate with whom I envisioned traversing the endless expanse of eternity. Yet, as the gentle breeze of April whispered its arrival, subtle tremors began to disturb the placid surface of our idyllic union. We were both enthusiasts of the digital realm, avid gamers with our own distinct circles within the vast gaming community. Initially, I harbored no reservations about her interactions with male acquaintances, secure in the fortress of trust we had meticulously erected. However, as the days unfurled into weeks, an insidious unease took root within the recesses of my consciousness, a premonition of impending discord. It was in the whispers of silence, the pregnant pauses, and the subtle nuances of her behavior that I first detected the telltale signs of a looming tempest. The muted microphone hastily muted upon my entry, the abrupt departures to resume gaming, and the feeble excuses that crumbled under scrutiny all served as harbingers of an impending storm. Yet, it was a seemingly innocuous encounter in the kitchen that ignited the flames of suspicion, a fleeting moment where she recoiled from my touch, citing the presence of her webcam as a flimsy pretext. In the moment, I dismissed it as a harmless quirk, a whimsical idiosyncrasy of little consequence. Little did I realize that it was the first crack in the facade, the initial fissure in the dam holding back a flood of deception. Weeks later, fate intervened with a cruel twist of destiny, thrusting the truth into the harsh light of scrutiny. A routine excursion to the bathroom revealed her phone perched innocuously on the sink, its screen aglow with a text conversation bearing a name unknown to me, a mysterious figure we shall dub Brian. What followed was a descent into the abyss of betrayal, a journey through the dark recesses of deceit and treachery as I delved into messages dripping with clandestine intimacy and covert confessions of forbidden desires. The revelation struck like a thunderbolt, shattering the illusion of trust and fidelity that had sustained our bond. The realization that she had been engaging in clandestine conversations, indulging in fantasies with a stranger miles away, cut me to the core. It wasn't merely the act of infidelity that wounded me, but the deceit, the breach of trust that left me reeling in disbelief. In the aftermath of this discovery, I was confronted with a daunting choice: to cling to the shards of a fractured relationship or to summon the courage to walk away, to salvage what remained of my dignity and self-respect. It was a decision fraught with anguish and uncertainty, a crossroads where the echoes of betrayal reverberated with deafening clarity. Their relationship had always been characterized by endearing pet names and intimate exchanges, with her affectionately calling him baby and lover boy, fostering an atmosphere of closeness and familiarity. Yet, amidst the warmth of their shared moments, a shadow of doubt began to cast its pall over their bond. Sensing a shift in her behavior, he knew he couldn't delay the inevitable confrontation any longer. Summoning his resolve, he gently broached the subject, asking her directly if she had been communicating with someone else. Despite her immediate denial, he couldn't shake the nagging suspicion gnawing at him, prompting him to reveal the truth he had uncovered. As the truth spilled forth, she crumbled beneath the weight of her deception, her tearful admission punctuated by fervent apologies and declarations of love. Promising to sever ties with the interloper named Brian, she begged for forgiveness, vowing to prioritize their relationship above all else. Though he granted her a reprieve, conceding to the need for time to process his emotions, they ultimately chose to weather the storm together, clinging to the fragile hope of reconciliation. In the aftermath of their tumultuous exchange, she expressed a willingness to seek therapy, recognizing the need to address her underlying issues. Encouraged by her contrition and determination to mend their fractured bond, he allowed himself to believe in the possibility of a brighter future buoyed by her promises of change. Yet, unbeknownst to him, their saga was far from over. A month later, as dawn's early light bathed their shared space, he found himself once again confronted with evidence of her duplicity. Retrieving her phone from its resting place, he stumbled upon a trove of affectionate messages exchanged with her friend, Lisa. Initially dismissing the correspondence as innocuous, a chilling realization dawned upon him. Lisa was merely a facade, a guise adopted to conceal the ongoing dalliance with Brian. His heart heavy with betrayal, he confronted her, his words heavy with unspoken accusation. Though she confessed to the continued correspondence with Brian, citing difficulties in extricating herself from the web of deceit, she pledged to rectify her transgressions once and for all. Encouraged by her apparent sincerity, he laid out the terms of reconciliation, demanding transparency, accountability, and a genuine commitment to change. In his naivety, he clung to the belief that love could conquer all, willing himself to overlook her shortcomings in the pursuit of a harmonious future. Yet, beneath the facet of reconciliation, the seeds of doubt had taken root, casting a shadow over their shared dreams. As they endeavored to navigate the tumultuous waters of their fractured relationship, he was left to ponder the sobering truth that some wounds run too deep to heal, and some betrayals cannot be forgiven. As the impending deadline of our apartment lease loomed ominously on the horizon, casting a pall of uncertainty over our living arrangements, I found myself at a crossroads, grappling with a decision that would reverberate with profound consequences. With finances strained and options dwindling, my parents extended a lifeline of respite, offering sanctuary within the confines of their home as a temporary reprieve from the tumultuous currents of our lives. Reluctantly, yet gratefully, we accepted their gracious offer, embracing the opportunity to recalibrate and replenish our depleted reserves. In the initial days and weeks of our sojourn beneath my parents' roof, a semblance of serenity pervaded our surroundings, infusing our beleaguered relationship with a glimmer of hope and possibility. She, in particular, seemed to radiate newfound openness and transparency, inviting me into the inner sanctum of her social circles and espousing a newfound commitment to self-improvement through therapy. Amidst the tranquil refuge of familial embrace, the specter of past transgressions appeared to recede into the background, replaced by a tentative optimism for the future. Yet, beneath the veneer of reconciliation and renewal, a seed of doubt took root within the fertile soil of my consciousness, refusing to be assuaged by the veneer of domestic tranquility. It was on one fateful evening, amidst the hushed whispers of twilight, that my apprehensions coalesced into a palpable sense of unease. Her prolonged absence, punctuated by tear-stained cheeks upon her return, served as a harbinger of impending discord, igniting a tempest of uncertainty within the recesses of my soul. Summoning the courage to confront the specter of doubt that haunted our fragile peace, I broached the subject once more, seeking solace in the sanctuary of truth. Yet, with practiced guile, she deftly deflected my inquiries, weaving a tapestry of half-truths and deception to assuage my suspicions. Though a flicker of skepticism threatened to engulf me in its ravenous embrace, I chose instead to retreat into the comforting embrace of denial, clinging to the fragile illusion of normalcy in a world fraught with uncertainty and deceit. With fate casting its final dice in the game of our tumultuous relationship, destiny delivered a devastating blow, unraveling the delicate threads of our fragile reconciliation with a revelation that pierced through the veils of illusion. In a moment of idle curiosity tinged with trepidation, I ventured into the digital realm of her iPad, intending only to engage our feline companion in a playful diversion. Little did I know that within the depths of her device lay the damning evidence of her deceit, waiting to be unearthed like buried treasure in a sea of lies. What I stumbled upon struck me with the force of a thunderbolt, shattering the illusions I had clung to with desperate hope. Amidst the facet of maternal correspondence lay the sinister truth: her clandestine liaison with Brian, clandestine messages dripping with the poison of betrayal and deception. In the cruel dance of duplicity, her assurances of transparency revealed themselves to be nothing more than hollow echoes, mocking the fragility of our shattered bond. As I bore witness to the remnants of their illicit communication, a maelstrom of emotions consumed me, drowning the flickering embers of hope in a deluge of despair. The waves of disillusionment crashed over me, leaving me adrift in a sea of uncertainty, grappling with the shattered remnants of a love once cherished. In the wake of this devastating revelation, I found myself at a crossroads, forced to confront the harsh reality of our fractured relationship. The path forward stretched before me, a daunting expanse of uncertainty and heartache, yet illuminated by the clarity of a truth laid bare. Though forgiveness may linger on the distant horizon, I know that some betrayals transcend the boundaries of redemption, leaving behind a trail of broken promises and shattered dreams. As the heart-wrenching saga unfolds, my thoughts turn to the unwitting participant ensnared in the tangled web of deceit, a hapless soul, unknowingly caught in the crossfire of our romantic turmoil. My heart aches for this unwitting bystander, cast adrift in a sea of confusion, blindsided by the cruel machinations of a lover's deception. In the aftermath of this tragic revelation, I am left to ponder the unfathomable depths of human frailty and the enduring resilience of the human spirit in the face of adversity. For, unbeknownst to him, she continues to weave a tangled tapestry of deception, maintaining daily correspondence under the guise of friendship while assuring her aggrieved partner of her commitment to sever all ties. Yet, her treachery knows no bounds, as evidenced by the emergence of yet another suitor, a member of her social circle known as Kevin. Though I am convinced of his awareness of our relationship, his complicity in her betrayal remains a murky enigma, casting a pall of doubt over the integrity of all involved. The contents of their exchanges, fraught with explicit imagery and lascivious innuendo, serve as a damning indictment of her duplicity. While I stand aggrieved by her blatant disregard for our shared intimacy, my indignation reaches its zenith upon learning of her willingness to engage in acts of intimacy with this newfound acquaintance, a gesture denied to me despite my entreaties. Confronted with the irrefutable evidence of her infidelity, I am overcome with a sense of righteous indignation, a resolve steeled by the cold fury of betrayal. Without preamble, I deliver the final blow, severing the tenuous bonds that once bound us together. Though her tears may flow freely, they serve as a mere echo of the anguish she has wrought upon my soul. Now, in the aftermath of our bitter parting, I find myself ensnared in the tangled aftermath of her deceit. With her presence looming like a specter within the confines of my familial abode, I am left to navigate the treacherous waters of this uncertain truce, torn between the desire for swift resolution and the discomfort of impending confrontation. Yet, amidst the chaos, a glimmer of hope emerges, a beacon of liberation, heralding the promise of a future unburdened by the weight of her betrayal. With her departure imminent, I cling to the belief that closure lies on the horizon, a bittersweet testament to the resilience of the human spirit. Those who find themselves ensnared in the tangled web of deception to heed the cautionary tale woven from the threads of betrayal. Let it serve as a beacon of warning against the siren song of hollow promises whispered by the unfaithful, for the sting of betrayal knows no boundaries and leaves scars that may never fully heal. Yet, amidst the shadows of despair, there exists a glimmer of hope, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. As the tumult of betrayal echoes through the vast expanse of the online forum, each member adds their voice to the chorus of empathy and wisdom, offering solace and sage counsel to those grappling with the aftermath of infidelity. In the symphony of shared experiences, the weight of anguish is lifted, replaced by a sense of camaraderie and solidarity in the face of adversity. Amidst the clamor of voices demanding justice, Tercer 78 emerges as a voice of reason, urging swift action to extricate the betrayer from the sanctity of familial confines. With unwavering resolve, he calls for the swift expulsion of the deceitful interloper, ensuring that justice is served and the wounds of betrayal are not allowed to fester unchecked. Echoing his sentiment, Tony 1989 adds his voice to the chorus of condemnation, advocating for public shaming and retribution against the unfaithful party. In the court of public opinion, he argues, there can be no leniency for those who betray the sacred bonds of trust and fidelity. In the midst of collective outrage and indignation, the community stands united in solidarity, offering a beacon of hope to those navigating the treacherous waters of infidelity. For in the crucible of adversity, may we find the strength to rise above, forging a path toward healing and redemption guided by the collective wisdom and compassion of our peers. The aggrieved party to seek solace in the clarity of separation, while Brookatrate 523 issues a sobering reminder of the irreparable breach of trust inflicted by the betrayer's callous actions. As the debate rages on, the consensus crystallizes trust, once shattered, can never be fully restored. With a steely resolve, the aggrieved party is urged to sever all ties with the unfaithful party, embracing the difficult path of healing and self-discovery. In a cacophony of voices, united in their condemnation of infidelity, the aggrieved party finds solace in the collective wisdom of the community, a beacon of hope amidst the wreckage of betrayal. In the tumultuous aftermath of betrayal, where the foundations of trust crumble like sandcastles before the tide, the online community emerges as a steadfast fortress of support and guidance, extending a comforting embrace to those navigating the treacherous waters of infidelity and marital discord. Within the virtual confines of digital forums, a symphony of empathy and wisdom resonates, as members rally around the wounded souls seeking solace amidst the wreckage of shattered vows. And Lessinga, his words weighted with the gravity of solemnity, echoes the collective sentiment that the dissolution of a 5-year marriage pales in comparison to the enduring agony inflicted by the festering wounds of deceit and betrayal. With a resolute gaze and unyielding candor, he implores the aggrieved to cast aside illusions of reconciliation, cautioning against the folly of clinging to the fractured remnants of trust. Amidst the labyrinthine complexities of marital strife, a roadmap for redemption begins to take shape, meticulously outlined by the collective wisdom of the community. From the pragmatic pursuit of legal counsel to the painstaking excavation of the truth through thorough investigation, each step is imbued with purpose, guiding the wounded towards the elusive shores of healing and renewal. As the discourse unfolds like the unfurling petals of a fragile blossom, a chorus of voices rises in unison, advocating for the indispensable virtues of transparency and unwavering commitment. From the cathartic confrontation of the betrayer to the introspective reassessment of enabling dynamics within friendships, every facet of the journey towards reconciliation is scrutinized with unwavering resolve. Yet amidst the tempest of emotions and uncertainty, a flicker of hope pierces through the storm clouds, a beacon of resilience amidst the wreckage of shattered trust. For within the crucible of adversity lies the transformative potential for redemption and renewal, as the indomitable spirit of the human condition prevails against the odds. As the journey towards healing unfolds, the online community stands as a stalwart bastion of solidarity and support, offering a sanctuary of understanding amidst the chaos of betrayal. United in purpose and resolve, they extend a hand of empathy to those navigating the labyrinth of marital strife, a testament to the enduring power of compassion and collective wisdom. As the discussion draws to a close, a sense of camaraderie permeates the virtual space, a reminder that even in the darkest of hours, one is never truly alone. With hearts heavy with empathy and minds brimming with determination, the members bid farewell, united in their shared pursuit of healing and renewal. Thank you for joining us today on Space. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated on future discussions. Until next time, may we find solace in the bonds of community and the enduring resilience of the human spirit.